Some anime fights hit so different they make you question if you need a better monitor. From choreography that makes your jaw drop to animation that had entire studios going broke. These are the moments that had everyone screaming, "Run it back." Today we're counting down the most badass fights in anime that prove why we love this medium. Thorfinn facing Thorkel again, but this time with a completely different mindset. First time they fought, Thorfinn was consumed by rage trying to kill. Now he's fighting to protect without taking life. Thorkel, a literal giant who treats war like a game, sees this and goes all in. The animation by MAPPA captures the weight of every blow, Thorkel swinging his massive axes, Thorfinn dodging and countering with precise strikes. What makes this badass is Thorfinn's conviction he's not trying to kill Thorkel, Hess trying to prove that strength doesn't require murder, and Thorkel respects it. The fight ends with mutual acknowledgement, two warriors from different philosophies recognizing each other's strength. Gojo awakening and absolutely destroying Toji beat Gojo once, killed him even. But Gojo unlocks reverse curse technique, comes back to life, and becomes the strongest sorcerer alive. What follows is one of the most one-sided beatdowns in anime. Toji the man, who had no cursed energy and still dominated sorcerers, can't even touch Gojo anymore. The animation by MAPPA captures Gojo's newfound power perfectly, as moving faster than Toji can perceive. Blue and red techniques flowing effortlessly. What makes this badass is Gojo's calm. The first time he was panicking, scrambling, now he's in complete control. Toji realizes he's outmatched and accepts his death.
Shockwave was an application of Limitless, so he poured the positive energy generated by the reverse curse technique. All of these things I can handle. Something's off. No, this is perfect. You're dead!
But I have to admit, I'm not even angry about you anymore. It's just that the world feels so...
Next, Netero faces the Chimera, Ant King Meruem, the strongest human versus the peak of evolution. Madhouse animated this as a philosophical debate through combat Netero using his 100-type Guanyin Bodhisattva thousands of strikes that Meruem gradually learns to counter. What makes this badass is Netero's acceptance. He knows he can't win through power alone, so he uses a nuclear bomb hidden in his chest. The animation captures the horror and respect Meruem surviving the initial blast but dying slowly from radiation poisoning. Netero proving that human malice surpasses any natural evolution. The legendary 100-man slayer Guts exhausted from no escape, just Guts his sword and determination. The animation even from the older adaptation sells the brutality. This isn't choreographed at survival. Guts fighting through the night, gradually slowing as exhaustion sets in. What makes this badass is the endurance. By dawn, he's covered in blood, barely able to move, but he's still standing. Every enemy who attacked him isn't Berserk doesn't present this as heroic. The art emphasizes the horror, Guts winning not through skill, but through refusing to die. This is the fight that earned him his reputation. Tanjiro facing Akaza in the Infinity Castle arc. My guy Tanjiro has been training for this moment, and ufotable said, "Let's give them everything. The choreography is absolutely insane. Water-breathing techniques flowing into Hinokami Kagura with 0 breaks. Akaza moving so fast the animation has to use afterimages just to keep up. What makes this fight badass is Tanjiro's refusal to back down. Akaza is offering him a way out, telling him to become a demon, and Tanjiro just keeps pushing forward. The animation quality is movie level, every flame effect, every water ripple rendered with detail that shouldn't be legal for TV. We're halfway through, and these fights only get more insane. If you're enjoying this hit, subscribe and drop which fight you think deserves number 1 in the comments. Now let's go with the top 5. With the top. Rock Lee proving that hard work can match genius against Gara Lee can't use ninjutsu or genjutsu. Just taijutsu against a boy with automatic defense and a demon inside him. Studio Pierrot animated this beautifully, Lee's speed increasing as he removes his weights, the lotus techniques that destroy his own body. What makes this badass is Lee's philosophy. He was told he'd never be a ninja. Without talent, he trained harder than anyone. When he activates the gates, his body literally breaking down to fight Gaara for the first time fears someone. The animation captures every impact, every bone breaking. Even in defeat, Lee proves his point that effort can close the gap. This fight inspired a generation. This is why people still remember Rock Lee decades later. Going toe-to-toe with Vincent in the Cowboy Bebop movie, Two Men Who Died and Came Back. Different philosophies, same martial arts mastery. Bones animated this with movie budget quality, showing years of experience in every move. What makes this badass is the style Spike doesn't have superpowers. Just Jeet, Kuni-Do, and absolute confidence. The fight flows through multiple locations. Rooftops, alleys, trains. Every environment used perfectly. Vincent matches him. Move for move until Spike finds that opening. The animation is fluid. Realistic martial arts elevated by perfect choreography. This is what happens when you give animators time and budget to showcase pure skill. Cowboy Bebop proving that you don't need magic to be badass, just style.
It's all a dream.
Yeah, just a dream.
Gon sacrificing everything for revenge against Pito Kite is dead. Pito killed him, and Gon Breaks Madhouse animated his transformation with horror. His adult form isn't heroic, it's sacrifice. His potential, his future, his life, all burned for this one moment. What makes this badass is the commitment. Gon doesn't hesitate, throws away everything for revenge. The animation shows Pito's terror, the royal guard realizing this human surpasses the king in raw power. Gon doesn't just kill Pitou, he obliterates them, punches them into nothing. Hunter x Hunter showing that sometimes being badass means becoming a monster. Saitama finally getting a real fight against Cosmic Garou. This fool, Garou, copies the power of gods, thinking he can finally match Saitama, and for a few moments it actually works. The fight takes them to space. Jupiter's moon specifically, Saitama casually destroying celestial bodies while testing Garou's limits. What makes this badass is seeing Saitama actually try a little the serious punch squared, where both their punches collide, creates an explosion that erases stars. The animation sells the cosmic scale planets in the background, energy radiating across space. Garou realizing that even with godlike power, he's still not close. And at number 1, Might Guy opening all 8 gates to fight Madara, the man who can't use ninjutsu, proving that taijutsu alone can rival gods. Studio Pierrot gave this everything. Guy burning his life force, turning his body to ash just to land hits on Madara. What makes this the most badass fight is Madara's reaction. The man who fought Hashirama, who has the Rinnegan, calls Guy the strongest. Not because of talent, because of effort, the Night Guy technique bending space itself. The animation showing Guy's body literally breaking apart as he moves, and Madara smiling, respecting someone who earned power through pure determination. Guy doesn't win, but he earns something more valuable. Recognition from the strongest enemy.
Katon, 豪華滅却水門水編